Hey y'all, so today's video is going to be about books that I've been reading in the past few months. I took a YouTube fast, so basically I was just like stopped posting videos. I still watched a few and I've tried to reply to comments, but I just wanted to take a break and kind of, I don't know, meditate, if you will. And while I was meditating and just kind of getting back to myself, I read some books and I purchased some books that I thought would be really helpful for me, and some I haven't read yet, but I'm working my way through them, and then some I have finished and I thought they were really good, so I've included all of them so that you guys can check them out if you're interested in doing so. So the first book is actually on my Kindle, and it is called When God Makes You Wait by Hogue, and it's a really good book. It's really short, and basically it's just about if you are a Christian. I mean, of course, if you're not, then this book really won't make sense to you or appeal to you. But basically, like, as Christians, sometimes we think that, you know, we're just waiting on God to come through on a situation for us, when in reality, sometimes most of the time, it's not God that we're waiting on, but it's Him that's waiting on us. Louis is eating, of course he is. So anyways, so it's God that's waiting on us to do our parts, and sometimes that just means stepping out on faith to do, so that He can come in and show you that He is here. So that was a really good book. I did read that and I finished it, and I took like a ton of notes in it. I just didn't feel like I should share them with you guys because I didn't know if y'all would be interested in them. But if you are, just like leave a comment down below, and I will put all the books that I recommend in the description box, so that just in case you don't catch the title here in the video, you can check it out later. Alright, the next book is also under the Christian theme, and it is called Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, and it's called Enjoying Peace in His Presence. And basically this is like a daily devotional, and so each day you just read like a really small paragraph, and then there's a couple verses that you go to kind of read and meditate on. And I just got this a couple weeks ago, and it's really been helpful so far. Honestly, it's crazy because each day seems like something that I'm dealing with. That passage just kind of like speaks to me. So I've just had a lot of stuff going on here lately, and this book has just been like speaking to my soul, you guys. It's been something else. Alright, the next book I have is called The Wait. So for those of you who don't know, I am single, and I am looking for my future husband, but I'm not really looking for him. I'm kind of just, I was looking for him at one point, but now I've kind of reached the point where I am just going to pray about it and meditate and let Him find me. And this book was instrumental, as you guys can see from my notes or my tabs here. It was instrumental in helping me get to that point. This is probably the first book that probably the second book actually, because I read it right after the When God Makes You Wait, and it is super helpful. Like, if you are a single girl and you are a Christian girl, this book will definitely help you, because a lot of times we're just like, oh, well, you know, nobody wants us because of this and this, and sometimes it's actually not those things. Sometimes it's just maybe there are good guys that are coming towards you, but you're pushing them away because of issues that you haven't cleared up from past relationships. So this book is really good about encouraging you to wait to be intimate until you get married. It's about addressing those issues, cleaning up all that baggage, so that when you do meet that person that you're supposed to marry, you don't have all of this extra baggage coming into the relationship. So it was really good book. Like I said, you guys can see I tabbed the heck out of it because it just spoke to me. Alright, so the fourth book I have is called The Power of a Praying Wife. This book, and actually the Jesus Calling book, were recommendations by a girl I watch here on YouTube. She's married, so I guess that's why she recommended the Praying Wife one versus The Power of a Praying Woman. They do have one that's called The Power of a Praying Woman, but while I was reading the When God Makes You Wait, I stumbled across some other book, and it was basically like how we should pray for our future spouse, even though you haven't met him yet, or maybe you have. You might have actually met him, you just don't know that that's who you're destined to marry. And so basically you should pray for that person prior to you guys getting together. So that's kind of why I got this book, because of her recommendation, and also because, like I said, you should kind of start praying for them before you actually get married. So this, I thought, would help me to get into a wifely mindset. I've not read all of it yet. In fact, I don't think I've gotten past the first chapter because I have a couple other books that I'm trying to read too. And I kind of feel weird about reading it a little because it says wife, and so I'm like, maybe I should have got the Power of a Pregnant Woman. But I'm determined to read this book. As soon as I finish the one I'm reading right now, I'm gonna jump over to this one. Switching gears, the next 3 books are gonna have some very, I don't even know how to describe it, but their titles are kind of out there. So yeah. The first one is called Unfuck Yourself, and it says Get Out of Your Head and Into Your Life. It's by Gary John Bishop, and I'm about 3/4 of the way through this book. I really, really like this. And the reason that I like it is because it is about, deciding that you are finally done with the excuses for why you are where you're at. So a lot of times we say that we're stuck in jobs that we don't like because there's no other opportunities out there, or we can't move away from where we're at right now because there's so many things holding us back. And so this book kind of just addresses why you're either you're willing to be that way, deep down. There's just something in you that subconsciously you're willing to accept those circumstances, or you are unwilling to change them. So really good book, really inspirational, and it's written in a way to kind of motivate you to look inside, again with the baggage and things, kind of look inside and say, okay, I'm not willing to stay at a job that I hate any longer. I am willing to work 3 jobs if it means I can leave this job. So it's kind of one of those books to kind of inspire you to make those changes that you've been saying that you want to change, but you just really deep down are scared to. This book is good. The next 2 I've not read at all. I only have the titles to give you and the back excerpts. So the first one is called You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. It's by Sincero, and basically it is it's a self-help book, obviously, but it's in this refreshingly entertaining how-to guide. Bestseller and author and world-traveling success coach serves up 27 bite-sized chapters full of hilariously inspiring stories, sage advice, easy exercises, and the occasional swear word to help you identify and change those self-sabotaging beliefs and behaviors that stop you from getting what you want. It helps you to create a life you totally love and create it now, and to make some money already. By the end of this book, you'll understand why you are how you are, how to love what you can't change, and how to change what you don't love, and how to use the Force to kick some serious ass. So, clearly you guys can tell there's a theme in the books that I chose. I wanted books that inspire me because I'm not really happy with everything that's going on in my life, and there are some things that I definitely want to change. I just felt like I needed some books to kind of help me push myself out there. A blueprint, if you will, to get out of what I don't like and into what I do. So I got this book, and this last book is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. A counterintuitive approach to living a good life, and it is by Manson. And this one basically says, that's not right. In this generation-defining self-help guide, a superstar blogger shows us that the key to being happier is to stop trying to be positive all the time and instead become better at handling adversity. For decades, we've been told that positive thinking is the key to a happy life. Those days are over. Forget positivity. That's not what he says, but I'm paraphrasing. Let's be honest, some things are messed up and we have to live with it. For the past few years, Manson, via his wildly popular blog, has been working on correcting our delusional expectations for ourselves and for this world. He now brings his hard-fought wisdom to this groundbreaking book. Manson makes the argument, backed up by both academic research and well-timed jokes, that improving our lives hinges not on our ability to turn lemons into lemonade, but on learning to better stomach lemons. Human beings are flawed and limited, as he writes. Not everybody can be extraordinary. There are winners and losers in society, and some of it is not fair or your fault. Manson advises us to get to know our limitations and accept them. Hold on, Louis. This, he says, is a real source of empowerment. Once we embrace our fears, faults, and uncertainties, once we stop running from and avoiding and start confronting painful truths, we can begin to find the courage and seek the confidence we desperately seek. In life, we have a limited amount of hugs to give, so you must choose yours wisely. Manson brings a much-needed grab you by the shoulders moment of real talk filled with this entertaining stories and profane, ruthless humor. This manifesto is a refreshing slap in the face for all of us that we can start to lead more contented, grounded lives. So yeah, that's this one. Like I said, have not read it yet, but the title itself was kind of what was like, okay, maybe you need to give that a shot, because if you know me as a person, I'm like super, super nice and always trying to be positive about things. And a lot of times that gets tiring because everything is not always going my way, and it just gets tiring trying to be that person. So I definitely wanted to get this book just to read it and see what it was about. But yeah, so alright, yeah, so that concludes all of the books that I have an interest in reading or have read or plan to read. Or am reading. I don't know if I covered that one yet or not. If you guys would like to see in-depth reviews on any of them, just give me a like and comment down below which books you want an in-depth review on, and I'll be sure to film that. I need to go to sleep. Like that's what's my problem right now is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, again, like it. Check out some of my previous videos over on the side. I don't know which side it's going to be on. Subscribe if you haven't, because, you know, support my fam, support my channel. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video.